I'm going to call this 5 things I learned from the Floyd Mayweather-Conor McGregor fight. Number 1, I learned that it truly does take more effort to swing and miss than to swing and hit. Because that was the strategy that Floyd used against Conor. He made Conor miss. And it worked. So by the time he came into the 10th round, Conor was tired, and then Floyd could take the knockout to him. This is an adage I heard a lot, and I finally got to see it in action, so it's true. It does take more energy to swing and miss than it does to swing and hit. Number 2, the head movement and body movement for boxing and MMA they're similar, but they do have some fundamental differences. Like the head moving for boxing, I think they said is smaller than it has to be for MMA, because in MMA you have to worry about being kicked. Something I noticed on my own, you can afford to have a wider stance in boxing because you don't have to worry about dealing with the double leg takedown than you do in MMA. And what else did they say about head movement? You can rely on head movement more in boxing to confuse people than in MMA, just because in boxing the target is from the waist up. MMA, you have to deal with the whole body. And this wasn't shown in the match. In some of the prelim stuff leading up to the match, they had an excellent, I mean totally excellent play-by-play analysis, comparison, contrasting the styles of MMA and boxing. So if you don't think that MMA is a style, if it has fundamental movements having to do with head movement, then MMA is its own style. And I can't truly, in my opinion, claim to say I'm MMA because I do different styles. You have to, if they can break down the head movement that's needed for the ring like that, for the octagon, and compare it to boxing's competitive environment, then MMA has a style. Number 3, the public actually thinks it's reasonable for a 29-year-old to fight a 40-year-old. So if I ever go back into competing in combat sport and sparring-wise, I'm going to have to accept the fact that I'm over 40. I might have to fight somebody in their 20s, and I'm starting to knock on 50 now. I thought that was unrealistic, totally unreasonable. Even though I thought that Floyd Mayweather would win a boxing match, I still thought it was unfair and unreasonable. But it looked like the majority of the public had no problem with it at all. None. And I commend Floyd Mayweather for taking the challenge. And I'm kind of looking at Conor McGregor with the side eye of why would you want to challenge somebody that you know is past their prime. Technically 29 is past your prime, but it's a lot closer to the top of the hill than 40. But yet Floyd Mayweather still managed to pull it off. 4th thing I learned is that technique really can't overcome size and strength. I actually saw it. Not just in sparring class and not just me, doing stuff to people where somebody would swear it was a Hail Mary. No, I actually saw this played out in the boxing ring. So this to drive home the point when we tell people that technique can make up for size, it can make up for strength, it can make up for youth. And if you have more technique than the younger person that's attacking you, you can prevail. This was perfectly demonstrated in the Floyd Mayweather-Conor McGregor fight, 2017. Perfectly demonstrated. So now you have something to point to, something that, I like to say something you can believe in, because a lot of you, not everybody, but a lot of the public, I should say, they don't really believe when martial arts instructors tell them this stuff. So since everybody likes or seems to respect Western boxing, it happened in Western boxing and you got to see it. Okay? Now, what will my number 5 be? Should I keep my number 5 technical and make it not social commentary? I can't help myself. Number 5 will be that you can use racism to promote a fight. It's not, the thing is, it wasn't like Floyd Mayweather or Conor McGregor were necessarily being racist. It was the fans, the public just got in these racial camps and just lost their minds. It's amazing. Just, if this stays on the internet forever, Go look at some of these totally racist comments people left for against Conor, for against Floyd Mayweather. And if you're honest with yourself, some of the people you probably talk to just said some stuff. It's just like, you guys are making a bigger thing out of this than you really need to. It's just about, it should just be about two combat athletes or two martial artists. That's what it should be about. It shouldn't be about any of this other stuff that you're throwing and projecting into it. And so I guess I'll have my number 5 actually bleed into a bonus thing, and that's sometimes life imitates art, because this was just like the movie called The Great White Hype. I swear to you. The only difference between this and The Great White Hype is that the fighters became the fight promoter character. So you have black fighter, white fighter, and then fight promoter. In real life, black fighter, white fighter both ripped apart the fight promoter character, and they did it themselves. Only in America, right? Only in America. So those are 5 things that I learned, and I feel like you can learn from the Floyd Mayweather Conor McGregor fight in 2017. You got anything else you think you can learn from the fight that applies to all areas of martial arts and combat sports? Please list them below. Thank you for your time. Seriously, thank you for your time. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video, and peace.